Most people don't fail fat loss because they're lazy, they fail because they have no idea what they are supposed to eat. So let me make this really simple for you. Every day I speak to people trying to lose weight, and they're all asking the same things. Should I cut carbs? Should I eat clean? Is this food good or bad for me? And because of that, they end up overthinking every meal and just eating whatever is easiest. Fat loss isn't about random good or bad decisions. It's about having a structure that you can follow every single day. So instead of guessing what to eat, I'm gonna give you a really simple structure that you can actually stick to. This is exactly how I eat, and it's also how I set things up for my clients. Step 1. Every meal needs to start with protein. It needs to be the very first thing you think about when you are creating your meal. So before you think about anything else, ask yourself, what is my protein source in this meal? This could be chicken, eggs, lean beef, white fish, Greek yogurt, or a protein shake. Now here's why this matters. Protein is the most important macronutrient when it comes to fat loss. It helps you build and maintain muscle, and it's going to help keep your metabolism higher whilst you diet. It also keeps you fuller for way longer, which makes dieting easier. Most people massively undereat on protein, and it is why they end up hungry all the time. So if you fix just this one thing, you're already ahead of most people that are trying to lose weight. Step number 2, now you need to build the rest of the meal around that protein source. So this is where your carbs and your fats come in. Carbs are things like rice, potatoes, oats, or wraps. And fats are things like peanut butter, avocado, or olive oil. And this is where people get confused. They think they need to cut carbs or avoid fats. You don't. Fat loss is going to come down to your total calorie intake, not cutting out specific food groups. So instead of restricting foods, you're building balanced meals that actually fit your total calories. And this is what makes it sustainable. Step number 3, now we're gonna add in some extra foods that will help keep you full whilst you're dieting. Because one of the biggest struggles of dieting is actually hunger. So we want to include foods that give you plenty of volume without adding the calories in. So things like vegetables or fruit, they're low in calories, high in volume, high in fiber, and they help you stay full between meals. This is one of the biggest differences I see between people who succeed and the ones that struggle. The ones who succeed don't just eat less, they eat smarter. Step number 4. This one is all about repeating this daily, and you want to make sure that you are tracking all of this to make it nice and easy for you. So for me and most of my clients, this is gonna look like 3 to 4 meals per day, which you are going to track inside your food tracking app. 2 of my favorite apps that I use are MyFitnessPal or MacroFactor. Again, these make it super easy to stay on top of everything. And when you know what you are consuming, you are then in control and you can make changes when needed. So remember, in conclusion, track your food, make sure each meal is built around protein, then incorporate your carbs and your fats, then add in some vegetables or some fruit to also help keep you full. That's pretty much it. No complicated meal plan, no cutting out foods you enjoy. With this approach, you can be super flexible but still reap the benefits and get the results. We're just building a bit of structure that you can consistently follow. So remember, you don't need to follow some extreme diet. You just need to figure out the basics and start doing them consistently. Because the reason most people fail isn't because they're lazy, it's just because what they're doing wasn't really sustainable in the first place. They go all in, cut everything out, get results for a few weeks, and then fall straight back into the old habits. I've been there myself. I knew exactly what to do to lose weight, but I still ended up gaining it all back. Not because I lacked knowledge, but because I wasn't really following something that I could actually stick to. And my structure just wasn't quite there. Once I simplified everything and focused on that structure instead of just restriction, that's when everything changed. And now this is exactly what I teach my clients. Simple meals, clear structure, and zero confusion. That's how people lose 20, 30, 40 pounds and they keep it off. Hell, I've lost 50 pounds myself and I've now kept it off for over 5 years. This stuff works. So if you're gonna take anything from this video, let it be this. Stop trying to be perfect with your diet and start being consistent with a structure. If you want some help setting up your own calories and macros, in the description I've linked my free calorie and macro calculator. So you can use this and it will show you exactly how many calories you should be eating for your goals. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to drop a like, comment, hit subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next one.